Outlast, a game that rocked the horror game world when it came out 12 years ago. Now when this game came out, I was nothing more than a little tiny baby knight, and I never really got the courage to play it because I was a little bitch back then.
Smell like bitchy here!
But I still watched all the famous gaming YouTubers of the time play the game and get jump scared by it, with one day hoping that I would grow some balls and be able to play the game myself. So fast forward, damn near a decade and a half later, and now I'm a big boy, and I've forgotten everything about Outlast.
Sorry.
I've made a channel to post gaming videos on, and after a while of posting some videos, I got a comment from a person who watched my Cry of Fear video. They recommended that I play Outlast on insane mode. Now, I was still busy playing Cry of Fear at the time, so I just stored the idea in my mind and went on with my life. Fast forward another 2 months later, I finished Cry of Fear, and now it's time for me to start a new series, and I decide that I will honor my viewers' wishes and play Outlast on insane mode, only to realize insane mode is a mode where the game is not only on the hardest difficulty, but it also has permadeath. So once I learned that, I respectfully bitched out and played the game on nightmare mode.
He's a pussy.
But the whole time I was playing, I knew I had to go back and beat it on insane mode because that was my promise to begin with. So eventually I beat the game, and spoilers if you haven't played it, you get shot and the game ends with you becoming the wall rider, and that's good night. Now most people will be done with this game here. You beat the game, maybe play the DLC, and call it a day. But not me. My work with Outlast was just starting. I had to beat the game on insane mode. But I had to do some prep before starting. I wasn't about to go in blind.
Legally blind.
So I did some research on how people beat the game on insane. And it seems like the most effective strategy is to treat your insane mode run like a speed run pretty much. Because in insane mode, a bunch of enemies just one-shot kill you and your batteries drain really quick. So you really want to navigate through those areas and get through the game as quick as possible so you reduce the risk of dying. Now, this is bad news for me because I was never really a speedrunning guy. I always felt like it was too much work to learn all the glitches and exploits in order to beat the game as quick as possible. So I decided, in a great stroke of genius, that I wasn't gonna learn any of the glitches. I'll do this glitchless. You will find out later on that this was a very bad idea. Now enough yapping. I'll show you my first run and explain what I'm doing as we go. So I start off the run pretty confident. Hear me out. What if I do this shit first attempt? Best insane mode runner in the galaxy. First attempt clear. But that's not gonna last long. Anyway, you drive up, jump through the window, walk around. The starting part is nothing too important since you can't really die. Now, another thing. You're also gonna see me barely using the camera because there aren't a lot of batteries on insane mode and the batteries drain insanely fast. Back to the run. Here we get thrown by Big Boy. First encounter of all Big Boy. I remember like it was yesterday, but I heard Big Boy's name was Chris Walker, bro. Look at this big fuck. He ain't doing no walking. And then the power cuts out and we are at the part of the game where it's like, okay, I gotta be careful because now I can die actually. So you hide in the locker to escape Big Boy, run past him, get to the basement, and now here we gotta turn on the power. Now this is like the actual first dangerous sequence because like even though Big Boy is technically the first sequence, you really can't die there. You just gotta hide in the locker until he pisses off. And even though this is like the first actual sequence, it's kinda hard. Like this guy is kind of an asshole.
Why you bully me?
He can see you from far away, he's quick as shit, and the area he's in is like really tight. It's a bunch of corridors. So one wrong move and you end up at a dead end and homeboy just smacks the shit out of you. Now, here's the plan. We gotta press these two buttons in these two rooms opposite of each other. Press the buttons really quick before he even gets to the room, and once he starts bashing through the door, you're gonna wanna stand next to the door he's bashing through. I know what you're thinking. You're like, why in the goddamn would you wanna stand next to the door he's gonna bash through? Let me tell you about one of the skills we're gonna be using throughout this entire insane mode run. It's called animation exploitation. So in this game, when an enemy is opening a locker or bashing in a door, they start an animation. And until that animation ends, they can't touch or hurt you. So when an enemy is bashing through a door, you can stand next to it, and as soon as they bash through, you can squeeze by next to them and you won't take any damage. And I will execute this tactic flawlessly. Observe.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Now we just have to go straight
Bruh.
I went the wrong way. Oh shit. Well, this is the end of this run. Oh. Okay, that was kind of dumb. But it was my first insane mode run and I kind of got used to the vibe. So right after this attempt, it was time for... Okay, bad start. You see, the thing is, you really gotta hold ass, because the second you press the button, he spawns and starts breaking down the door. So in most of my runs, I would just get smacked by him bashing through the door. But it doesn't really matter, okay? He's a 2-hit kill anyway, you can just tank it and run by. How the fuck? Oh, this is some bullshit. Go. Don't tell me you get me. Okay, go, 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 go. Go. Why can't I figure out how to do that shit? Where the fuck even am I? Go! Oh my god, bro. Turn. Go here. Go through here. Okay. Pretty sloppy. And I was pretty sure I was dead there, but we cleared it without too much trouble. And to be honest, after this run, clearing this guy became pretty easy. So you get upstairs after you turn the power on, you get drugged, and then you wake up in the prison ward. This is another area where you can't really die, but it is the first area where you meet the Weenie twins. That I really like. I love these guys, man. So you go through the ward, jump down this hole, and you meet this guy who isn't aggressive. Yet. Once you open this door, you see another guy, and this guy is pretty easy to avoid. Run here, close the door, hide until he pisses off, and then you're Gucci. Now you go back to the room where that guy started chasing you from and you press the button. Now once you press the button, that guy that was chill, he becomes aggressive now. Now you can't wait in the locker for him to kind of get out of the way, but I find the best way to do it is just to run by as soon as you press that button, tank a hit from him, and just keep running until you get to the airlock, because otherwise it'll just take too long. Go through the chamber, and then you go to the shower. Get past the showers, Big Boy shows up, and down you go. And down Big Boy comes with you. You see, this part kind of stressed me out when I first played, but I figured out a pretty easy strategy pretty quickly. I learned that if you back up a little bit, he won't see you when he comes near the bed. So once he goes around the bed, just jump over the bed and dip. His big ass ain't gonna catch you. Now after narrowly avoiding death, you get to the cell block. And this place was kinda cool when I first played, but now I fucking hate this place. Because it's just a bunch of jump scares that lose their oomph once you know, get jump scared the first time. Anyway, you get through there and then welcome to the sewers. Now you see, usually I hate sewer sections in games, but this one is actually not that bad. You walk through a little bit and eventually you reach this place where you gotta turn 2 valves to drain the water from a pipe and climb down. But who would have guessed? Big Boy is here. This part is very easy actually. I learned the best tactic for it on my original playthrough. You run past while he's still dropping down, crawl here where he can't get you, squeeze all the way to the end, and turn the first valve. When you squeeze out, and crawl under here again. Now you're gonna have to wait a little bit, but eventually he will go to the right. Once he goes to the right, you're gonna have to run past him and haul ass to the other side where the second valve is. After you turn the valve and get out of there, Big Boy is gonna be like, hey, what's happening out here? But then it's too late. You run past, get down the ladder, and that's area clear, baby. Now this is another basic walking section, so you walk for a little bit, grab a battery here, and now we're in this big open water section. Now our guy isn't exactly a swimmer, so he's gotta slow his fucking water. But if you jump all the way, you will move faster than just walking normally. Avoid Big Boy for the 100th time and climb up. Now here comes the best chase scene in the game. Very much to say here, you keep running and eventually you get in a dumbwaiter. Once you get in the dumbwaiter, you reach your next obstacle.
You're the right choice here, buddy.
Now, I hate this guy, and if you don't know what you're doing, which, spoiler alert, I don't, he might be a problem. But you see, I came here really confident because on my original playthrough, I absolutely finessed this man without him even hurting me, nonetheless killing me. So I was like, alright, I'll just do that again.
We coming for you!
Ah, fuck. Well, that's the end of this run. Oh, he's not an instant kill? Well, he may as well fucking be. So that was the end of run 2. This attempt was going beautifully. I finessed everybody and then I got to Dr. Booty Cheeks again. This time, with a plan. Watch the long ass cutscene, hide under the bed, and finesse him. Jump in the vent, drop down, unblock the door, and open it. Once you unlock it, run back to him and pull aggro. God damn, I feel like I'm explaining a World of Warcraft dungeon here. Anyway, pull aggro and close the door behind you and jump through the vent again. But dumbass will lose aggro and be very confused, so just drop down again and unlock the other door. Even if his AI does something weird and he turns back and sees you from the start of a hallway, this old ass is so slow you have enough time to unlock the door and close it before he even gets to you. Well, except I panicked again. But I managed to escape this time and run back around and unlock the door. Honestly, after this part, Dr. Booty Cheeks is a joke. You kill Dr. Booty Cheeks and then you meet with Harvey Dent, who has set the whole cafeteria on fire. Thanks, asshole. Now you gotta go turn on the sprinklers from... Really? So, the game froze completely and there was nothing I could do. So I had to start all over again. So, start over, this time do Dr. Booty Cheeks properly and get to the sprinkler part without the game freezing. So the sprinkler part is not too bad, but you do have to move fast. There are 2 levers you gotta pull to turn on the sprinklers, but...
Hello, motherfucker.
Yeah, Big Boy. Head straight right after entering the area and pull the first lever. Big Boy shouldn't have seen you yet, but he should be heading towards your location. So pull aggro and head into this tiny ass room. This is very stressful because all you got between you two is this small ass cart. And even if you time this perfectly, it is still pretty risky. Once you finesse him, get to the other side of the room and squeeze through. He can't get you here, so just pull the second lever calmly. But once you squeeze out, he's gonna be standing right about there. So get running. Now this part is kinda weird, because sometimes he only chases you for a little bit, and then he gets bored. Other times, he chases you all the way to where you started and you're gonna have to squeeze all the way through and wait for him to piss off. Once he pisses off, squeeze back in and press the button. And after this long ass section, you can finally leave and go outside and... Oh, my bad. I think I accidentally put a black screen PNG on here? Oh, never mind. That's just what the outside looks like when you don't use night vision. So I hope you saved up those batteries. So after some parkour in the dark, don't you slip now, you meet with this asshole again. Are you fucking kidding me? He wasn't anywhere near me. Now, looking back at the footage, this might have been more my fault than I thought it was when I was playing. Now, I probably shouldn't have ran to the corner, but I'm still very happy with this run. We got pretty far and we developed some great tactics. So on to... So this run started with me watching YouTube videos?
Well, Jim may not have been directly in Melvin's line of sight for his sexual abuse, but
Look, my opening cutscene is boring. What do you want from me, man? Here is when I started using Dr. Booty Cheeks' cutscene as a piss break, just cause it was so goddamn long. This time, instead of running into a corner, I went to this fence and jumped over when he came around. Yeah, that's a lot better than actually just running into a dead end. This is really the last place where we have a high chance of dying, so I think we can really do this, guys. So first, we gotta get to Father Martin, because that's what this game is really about. So the first obstacle of a female ward is this part. We need 3 fuses to open the chute and get the key. I was scared of this part because I remember it being hard, but to be honest with you, it was really goddamn easy. You just have this normal small guy chasing you, so you just gotta do the animation exploitation on him a couple of times and get all the fuses. Press the button, go downstairs and get the key. And you know, there really aren't that many difficult sections left. We might actually do this. Unlock the door and head upstairs. The weenie twins show up there, but they aren't really a threat. Once you get past them, you lose your camera, and because the motherfuckers that made this game put the brightness down to -10, you gotta go back and get it. There's no way you can die going to get your camera, but once you pick up the camera, you get chased by all of these dudes here. It's a short chase, so just dip and climb up. Now you can navigate the dark, but be careful not to move too fast, or you're gonna end up like this guy. There's another chase of Big Boy here, and it's just kinda close to say the least. Climb! Okay, now you gotta go get a key from a theater, and one of the weenie twins shows up, but this is really easy. Like, they just walk around just having a grand old time. You can just walk past them. And after all of that, you finally get to Father Martin, and once you get to him, but motherfucker burns himself alive. You can't make this up. But you get the key to the elevator, so who cares? Once you get in that elevator, you reach the final area of the game. But I forgot. There's one last chase scene with Big Boy. Now there's one more chase scene with Big Boy. Sorry, what? Oh, that's him. Yeah, that's Big Boy. There's my last chase scene with him. Don't fuck up now, please. I fucked up. Where is this? Oh, okay. Where the fuck do I go? Son of a...
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So I thought he went in the room, but it turns out he hit a quick 360 and came right back out. Right at the very end, I had it, man. And it was robbed from me. Because of this fat bitch. Now you see, most people would rage quit right here. They would go and make a video about something else, but nah, fuck that. I will not rest until I see this asshole die. On to the next run. Trying to figure it out. Like, he either comes from the right side. I'm just gonna have to do what I always do. Which way are you coming?
Climb up!
Until I reach the elevator, I'm not doing shit. Fuck you, big boy. You saw how this bitch was trying to hit a Michael Jackson moonwalk on me, bro. Oh, fuck you. Get out of here, man. I thought I was dead when he did that little shimmy back. Oh. If I don't majorly fuck up, I should be fine here. Oh, I'm ready to watch this, young boy. Yeah, throw me away. Let me get a nice old view. Ah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you hear this bitch scream? Ooh. Oh, hit him with that fatality. Hit him with that fatality. Oh, I could bust the nuts right now.
You what?
Bro, I think there's like one more part where I can die and then I'm done. Alright, I just gotta not die here.
What the fuck?
What? How the fuck is he that fast? Which fucking way do I go? Alright, well, I'm a fuck all of this. And I'll be honest, this last attempt was just supposed to be me, you know, entirely talking in-game, but what happened was this last attempt was on the PC, and because it was the first time I was recording, I forgot to split the game audio and my audio into separate tracks. So the game audio is way too loud to where you can't even hear me, so I'm just gonna narrate over this. Okay, let's finish this. Goddamn, this video is already taking too long. This attempt will be the highest quality attempt because, you know, I'm on a PC. There really isn't much more to say about the start, you know, just no going through the motions at this point. After a certain while, it became less of like a difficulty thing and more of a time thing. Every one of these attempts, when I get all the way to the end of the wall rider, it will be like at least an hour and 10 minutes just fucking wasted. Well, that kind of stains the run, but I guess we're gonna have to deal with it. So we go through the whole game, just skip through this, you've seen this countless times now. We get to the wall rider, and this time I employ a new strategy, which is just running like a bitch right by him. And it worked way better than I was expecting. This is literally all I had to do. Those last 3 runs, all I had to do was just hold shift and keep running. And for some reason I just couldn't do it. After this, there's nothing left. It's just you keep running and then eventually you just press the button and you fucking do it. This was a lot more, you know, triumphant and enthusiastic when I was in the game playing it, but you can't really hear shit I'm saying because, like I said, I didn't split the audio tracks. So I was just gonna have to deal with me. I had editing night that just spent God knows how many fucking hours editing this. I am so tired right now. But we did it. It took for fucking ever, but we did it. And I'm sorry that this was very, you know, anticlimactic. It was a big fuck up with audio tracks, but dude, you don't know how long this took to make. You're just gonna, this is just like, I can't even talk right now. This is the most amount of hours I put into a single video on this channel. Just the runs were like 10 hours long, just to beat the fucking mode. And that's without writing the script, and that's without editing the video, that's without drawing the thumbnail, that's without any of that shit, just 10 hours. If you include everything, it's probably closer to 30. You may think I'm exaggerating, but I am dead ass. I am not that quick when it comes to editing, and this was a lot of work. So please, if you watched all the way to the end, and you enjoyed the video, please like and comment. That's all I'm asking, alright? And if this is the first video from me you have watched, please consider subscribing, okay? This is just a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this, okay, man? Again, look, this was supposed to be a lot more climactic, a lot more epic, but the footage got fucked. So, there was already a bunch of problems. Like I said, footage 8 got corrupted, this footage got the audio fucked. There was nothing I could do, okay? So please. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video, okay? Another thing, thanks for all the support on the last video. This week has been a lot better than last week. I do appreciate everybody that took the time to comment, that took the time to watch the video, that took the time to like the video. I do appreciate it. Sorry if I made anybody worry about that. It was just a really bad fucking week, but we're back on track now, kinda. Next video will be a regular gameplay video because I need a break after this shit, okay? This was insane. I'm gonna play the Whistleblower DLC and I'm gonna play Outlast 2 later. But later, like way later. Like I need a break from Outlast for a while because if I keep playing it, I'm probably gonna punch my monitor, okay? Thank you. Love you.